Right. It's on, but I don't see the light shining. I don't see the light shining, but I can see the counter ticking. I was listening back to this today and it just kind of seemed to stop on me. So I'm hoping there's not some defect in it. Today is the 7th of June. The 7th of June. It's 10 past 6. It's Monday, if anybody's interested. And I've got my little Philips thing in my breast pocket and it's bouncing around a little bit. I'm going to upload some of these to YouTube, I think. And I'll see what the quality is like with this. It might be, if it's moving in my pocket, it might be picking up some static. I just wanted to start by saying I've been listening to some stuff that I recorded from the middle of May, the 17th and the 18th of May, and I was talking about the crypto markets, and I was saying that Bitcoin has dropped all the way down to 44 and it was very low and it had been 65. And I was thinking it's funny how you get used to the amounts, because now if Bitcoin went up to 44, I'd be seeing that as quite the jump at the moment. So things are a lot worse than they were in May when all's said and done, because Allez, Tuco, what's wrong? What the fuck? What's wrong? What's on your face? You know, Tuco, stop. Give me your... Keep going. It's like you look at me, Tuco, as if you want to go for a walk, and then I get all my shoes and socks and everything on and I come out for the walk and make the effort, and then 2 minutes later you're stopping in your tracks looking back like you want to go home. You shall not go home until you have a poo. Yeah, so the crypto, it was 44,000 May 17th, just short, around 3 weeks ago. Now it's only 33, well 35 I think at the moment, but it dropped to 33 last night. There's been a real kind of a continual drainage on the whole stuff. That's because it's slow. It's not, you know, there's a dramatic drop initially and then it's kind of slowly trending down. So I was surprised listening back from May the 17th to be saying stuff like Binance is just around 500, because I mean Binance now is just kind of hanging on to 300 and such. Who is that? Tuco, wait a minute, Tuco, stop, let me put this on you. I can see some people in the distance there, and I don't know if they've got a dog or not. Hey! They've got bikes, so I don't think they've got a dog. I think maybe it's a couple. Wow, the wind is getting up and the sky is getting dark, and I can tell, oh my goodness, I haven't looked back to Orizon, but now that I'm looking at Orizon, there's torrential rain there. Rain is coming. It's okay, Tuco, quiet. Tuco. Shh. Don't be barking at everybody. Tuco. Quiet. Quiet. Shh. Good boy. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Good boy, Tuco. Let's go this way. Allez. Allez. It's the river. Yeah, am I ever going to finish this fucking sequence about Bitcoin? Yeah, and so I was saying, oh man, Polkadot has dropped all the way down to 39 or something. Like Polkadot is now, it's hovering around 20. So it was just funny to hear myself talk about how low everything was. Ethereum is just 3,200, and it's dropped all the way from 4,500, and Ethereum kind of went below 2,000 like a few days ago. So it's funny how I was going on about, oh, it's terrible, everything's dropped so much. Right now I would happily take the figures from May the 17th, and if the markets went back to what they were May the 17th, it would be a hell of a jump. But anyway, I'd have to check the market to see where we stand at the moment. I'm not sure. I was kind of worried coming in here. We're heading in toward the river through the little gap where you walk through the forest, the main one that we go. I was worried that someone was going to be quietly sitting by the river here with a big fucking dog, and it's going to be one of those nasty dogs that's going to jump out at me from nowhere. That's the kind of person I am, you see. I was expecting the fucking worst. Excuse me, Tuco. Sorry about that. Well, we can't stay too long, can we? Because it's going to rain. Little fella. That's my boy. Kept me awake last night, didn't you? Tuco had a restless night. You want to go back? You had a restless night because Hosanna's in heat, and you were kind of pacing the floor at 3 o'clock in the morning, kind of crying quietly. And then I thought maybe he wants to go to the loo, so I'd better let him out. So I let him out, and he went straight down to the garden gate. And I said, well, I'm not going to let you. You can't just go out in the middle of the night over to Hosanna. So you don't obviously want to go to the loo. I have to bring him back in. But he was still rather restless. I heard a lot of his paws going across from one end of the room to the other. Oh man, it's a very dramatic looking evening. Yeah, so Tuco is not. Got all the rabbits up this side. Tuco, do you want to see the rabbit? Le lapin, no? No, I don't think he wants to. I think maybe the grass actually there is the grass that gets everywhere in his fur, and I think Tuco's, he knows parts of the bad areas here where he's going to be full of crap, so he doesn't like going there. Either that or he just wants to go back. Yeah, so there's that definite I should take this. No, I'll put it in my pocket because I don't know. Is that going to help with the wind? This wind is starting to get stronger and stronger, which means I don't know how this audio is going to come out. I don't know where the wind is going. Let's see if the wind is going toward the southwest. It's like toward Manosque from where I'm walking here. I think that's southwest. As I look toward Orizon, that's north. As I look toward the river, that's south. Sun rises in the east over there. It's definitely the west is where it goes down over Vox and Villeneuve. So the wind is going northwestern direction, which means all that rain over Orizon right now could be heading toward us. That'd be nice, there's water, everything. Tuco's in a hurry. I think maybe he knows the rain's coming. So I listened to some Nietzsche last night. It was kind of a bizarre night. Because my sleep is so broken up. Last night I really just felt exhausted all evening and unable to concentrate on anything at all. So I decided to do something quite unusual. I went to bed at 9:30. It was still kind of just twilight when I was going to bed. And obviously I woke up at about 11, did sleep. And then I listened to Nietzsche. It's an audio book on the joyful wisdom, the gay science. I listened to that for a bit, well, for nearly an hour. Then I went into the computer room and I played a game of chess and looked at some stuff for maybe another hour. And I went back at about 1:30, I suppose. And well, I had Tuco going around. I managed to kind of sleep until 4 and then 5. And I eventually got up at 7 or 8 to walk Tuco. It was an absolutely beautiful morning. Really was. It looks like there's a hell of a storm, well, a hell of a shower coming this way. Because I can't see Orizon at all. I can just see one big, it's not a black cloud, it's a kind of light grey cloud, but it is like, it's, you know, when you see rain in the distance, it's like just a total sheet of rain. And the way the wind is going, I think it's coming this way. Which is why Tuco is being clever. Good boy, Tuco. You were right. It would be kind of stupid to walk further because it's. I don't want to get drenched at this point in the evening. Flo is on her. She arrived yesterday, Sunday. So, well, when all the meditations and things start. But I guess today is her first full day of all that stuff. Good stuff, I hope, for her. I hope she gets along well with the group, and I'm sure she will. That couple that we met earlier on, they're heading down toward Orizon, walking the way I walk. They're just kind of passing the olive trees. I'm just wondering, are they going to walk right into the rain? Or is it shifting direction? So yeah, Flo is doing her stuff. Like I say, I had a really kind of a bizarre evening yesterday. Tuco, stop. Good boy. Always have to be careful here, Tuco. You never know where the cars are coming. Allez! I had moments when I just couldn't find a single thing of interest to do, and I think it's to do with the lack of energy, lack of sleep. I really felt quite miserable, felt depressed. Good boy. But I did manage to stay in bed today till near midday, even if it was on and off sleep. and right now it's must be 6:30, and I'm feeling a little more with it. I've got some kind of small ideas of transport fever. I hope I can get into that. I've also got to do my dinner, although to be honest I don't feel hungry. Chips and one of those turkey things with breadcrumbs around it. Allez, Tuco, that's your walk. You didn't do anything, but you had your chance. So as I look from our house toward the river here, it's blue sky. So I don't know, maybe the rain's not going to get to us after all. Allez. But I'm going to move the table and chairs into the garage, like I actually did yesterday, I believe. Because if it did rain, it's not going to do these things any good. The walks I make to the Connemara are very important. Sometimes you can get into a state that even you need to even push yourself just to do the walk. It can be even a little resistance toward that, but it's very beneficial for me because it really changes the mindset. And otherwise it's all to do with other things, I guess, sleep, digestion, maybe the weather. We're back to go. It was a pretty quick walk, huh? Pretty quick walk. There's Bob. What are you doing, Bob? Are you gonna sleep indoors for most of the afternoon and gonna spend all night outside, Bob? Huh? Hey, the red light's on. I can see it now as clear as day. Couldn't see it outside. It's 25 to 7. And Tuco, don't look at me for more food. I just fed you. I fed you. I got some soup. I might do that. Yeah. It's a strange humor. You get to the point of not having enough enthusiasm for anything. I think that's what happened yesterday. I had just no interest in anything, and the only thing left, the only option was I'm going to sleep. It's like right now I've got chips, oven chips, and that chicken or turkey escalope and some Heinz beans, but you know, right now even the thought of doing those is a little bit of a maybe in an hour or so I'll feel suitably hungry. I'll have an appetite. Hey, why don't I give you the Bitcoin score, the crypto score, because I was telling you about May the 17th. Let's just do this check for today, because today is June the 7th. And if I go into the CoinGecko, so God, everything was looking a lot better the 17th of May, because right now Bitcoin is $35,800. Ethereum $2,764. And the Binance coin, which I was kind of complaining about on the 17th of May because it was just over $500. Well, right now it's $392. ADA is $1.70. And again, in May, ADA was $2. And at the moment, it's $1.70. And then, I guess the bigger changes as well was, for instance, Polkadot. Well, Polkadot at its height back in April was touching 50, I believe. And when I was talking about it in May, it was 35, I think. And at the moment, it's $24. And Chainlink, which again I was saying, oh, it's $39, it's 40. Again, that had reached over 50. Well, now that's $27. And Litecoin, which I think it was around 400 when I bought it, and in May it was 300 and something. It's now $175. The only one I think which is maybe the Thema or Theta, it's $9.85, close to $10, and I think that's not so bad because that one never really went much beyond $12, so that's kind of holding its own at the moment. The big scam for me, Ethereum Classic, which I think I said I bought at around $140, $150. That's now $62. And really just continually dropping. It never really goes up. And even my Coinbase shares, the 4 shares I bought, that dropped so low the other day that I took out another long position because I thought, fucking hell, this thing, it's getting down to instead of €400 a share, €200 a share, and I thought it's got to bounce up, but of course now I'm thinking it may well drop way down to, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to just somewhere over $1. I think somebody predicted that the fall on the coin stocks may have to go all the way down to where the share is worth 100, not 400, $100, or maybe even a bit less, and then it may come back. So there you go. Things weren't so bad in May after all, were they? Huh. Let's just check the trading 212. It's well, it's actually gone up a bit. My long position is 18 euros. I am at the moment in the green. 18 euros, because in the last hour we've jumped up from $227 to $231. We've gone up about $4 or $5. That's increased a bit. That's good, but of course this Coinbase has got so much to go. That, my friend, is the news. There's nothing, not much. There's nothing much more to say, really. Yeah, there isn't really any news that's of any interest. I don't even want to go into any more of the crypto videos. I'm so sick of videos with the titles of amazing news, must watch, urgent news, have to see, Bitcoin about to explode, Bitcoin about to drop below 5,000. It's all the as dramatic as you can find it, and it's like the nerve of the YouTubers is just beyond belief, because sometimes they'll have a heading like I've probably said this before. I'm selling all my Bitcoin because it's about to drop to 2 cents. That'll be the title. Then they do their videos and they just say, well, it's down a bit. We think it's going to go up. Hopefully it'll go up. And yeah, I was considering selling something, but I'm not going to. It's like people don't give a shit about making the title in any way relative to what they're talking about. You know what I mean? They've got such a hard neck, these guys, that... And two of them are Irish guys as well. So one guy goes on about Cardano, and it's like, fucking hell, his titles, News in, Cardano going to go to $10 is... without doubt, it's been confirmed. News just out. Charles Hoskin has said $10 before the end of the week. 2 days time, $10. All this stuff. And then you look at the video, and he'll say, well, we speculate that it may get to $10 perhaps in the next couple of years. And you're kind of going, you didn't say that in your title. Or another guy, the same guy actually, he was going about Ethereum dropping all the way to 10 cents or something. And again, in his video, it was like, the video was about Ethereum has dropped 5% today. It may drop more. Absolutely nothing to do with the thumbnail. And even cryptos are us. Hi, I'm George. We're all George. Even this guy. It's like he's been making the same video for 6 weeks now. More FUD, guys. More FUD. Bitcoin down. Hey, guys, hodl. Don't sell. Don't let them make you sell. That's his video every day. 2 a day. 2 videos a day. Every single day. The same thing. So I really don't watch very many of these videos anymore. I'm starting to go off the whole thing. It's stupid. In terms of news worldwide, well, everything is opening up from the virus, pubs and things. And me here this evening, I'm going to try and cook something, and I guess I'll try and enjoy the rest of the evening. Yeah, there are long evenings. It's 20 to 7, but it is going to be seriously bright tonight till after 9, so there's actually enough light left now for me to walk back to the Connemara and back home again and still manage it in the light, which is incredible when you think it's nearly 7 o'clock. Anyhow, I guess that's enough of this nonsense drivel. I'm trying to enjoy the long days. I was just saying to myself, because it's, you worry about getting bored, but as you get older, you worry less about being bored because you appreciate the time slowing down. And although yesterday was a bit tough with my mood and various things and a lack of interest in anything, it was also very interesting to kind of, I was saying that to be with to spend some time throughout the whole day, to wake up at 4 and see the light coming, let 2 go out the door, make sure the gate is properly closed. So at that point, the sun hasn't come up yet, and there's that very, unique light. And then walk 2 go at 7 or 8 in the morning, and you have the brilliance of the morning. Then the afternoon, you've got the heat. And then in the evening, it's kind of a slightly different dynamic of, like right now, the sun is starting to, well, I think it's just clouded over, but there's going to be a long twilight up till 9:30 perhaps. And to be a part of all this, it reminds me of when we were on holidays in Narbonne back in 2015, when you get a sense that you're really utilizing the full day, that you're taking part in the whole day. you're not going to bed at in the dark at 3 o'clock and then sleeping solidly through till midday, and then walking to the Connemara and back, and then really not paying any attention after that. No, I've been involved in most of the day, so that's something. I wouldn't mind going for another walk on my own to the river, but I don't want to get caught in a shower. The other thing for me is that I kind of got into the habit of not wanting to turn on my computer in the computer room till it gets dark, and it's a bit difficult at the moment because it means I have to wait till 9:30 to do that. It's just kind of a habit I've got myself into over the last year or so, of kind of thinking that's the evening part of the day is when I go to the computer room, and I have my dinner at like 7:30 or so. But it was just, in the past, it's been kind of good to start in there when it starts to get dark. But that's a bit difficult right now because I've still got 2 hours left. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to do. Anyhow, enough of this rambling nonsense on this 7th of June.